Good evening, friends, followers, and fellow book lovers. From this book, I have three leadership principles for you. First one is Dietrich Bonhoeffer stood up against the Nazis. Number two is he set a standard for all Christians to follow. And number three, he paid for his faith with his own blood. He did die because of Nazi persecution, and he was a Lutheran pastor in the late 1930s and early 1940s, if I remember the time frame correctly. And so I wanted to pull out 6 sections from this book to share with you guys. The first section is to remain silent because some will call us names and criticize us is simply to be cowardly and constitutes a simple failure to trust God. And I gotta tell you that reading that was like, wow. Do I believe in Christ? Am I, do I take his name upon me as it talks about? And I gotta tell you that it really made me think about that. And one of the things I'm thankful for is that over the last many years, it's become more acceptable to talk about your faith in most workplaces. Not all, most. And I'm thankful for the people that I associate with because they're many of them are people of faith, and they are willing to talk about the miracles that they see and experiences that they have. Number two, Jesus' parable of the talents is a powerful illustration of what God thinks of our safe and religious reasons for not doing the right thing, and succinctly expresses the dilemma Bonhoeffer faced and that we face today. So in the parable of the talents, we have one of the 3 servants who hides his talent in the ground and digs it back up to give back to his Lord when he returns. Excuse me. And what that means is he hid it. He kept it away, and he didn't really do what he should have with that talent. And I really believe that moniker for money was intentional, personally. But we're supposed to take what we have and use those gifts and blessings, those talents, bless the lives of others. And that's really what it comes down to, is are you doing it or not? Number 3, being a Christian is not about avoiding sin, but about passionately and courageously serving God. I heard a person I looked up to very, very much, sometime in the last few years before he died, expressed it this way. The difference between him and I, he repents faster. And I'm pretty sure he really did respond a lot faster to either spirit or his own feelings that he had done wrong and repented of it. And I'm really thankful for his great example and his talent for alliteration, which I absolutely love listening to his sermons because of that. Number 4, we are to live out our faith with every atom of our being in every second we have on this earth, with every breath God gives us to breathe. Anything less than this kind of faith is all or nothing. And really, when you think about it, if we're passionate about something, if we're really believe in it, then we should be all in. We should be willing to get in to that thing and be involved in that thing and to passionately live it, right? So That's really where I'm coming from with that is that you've got to be passionate about it. But also if we're new to something, maybe our passion's not going to be as strong or as powerful as we learn more and become more involved in it. All right, number 5. Let me adjust this camera angle here. We are not here now by some mistake. God has ordained that we be born when we were born, and that we live now to do the works now that He has prepared us for in advance to His glory. That's a pretty common trait among Christians, is that we believe that we're here for a specific time at a specific time in time and place, because God has a work for us to do. And each and every one of us has a different work that it is we're to do. You knew it was coming. You knew I was going to yawn. But this thing is that we each have something different that we bring to the table. We each have different ways of communicating with people, of responding, understanding information, and sharing it again. So be mindful of that as you go about the things that you're doing, that you are special. You are a uniquely, divinely created being. All right. Number 6, God is looking to see whether you trust Him with it, meaning your faith, your abilities, your gifts, whatever it is. He's waiting for you to show Him that you know that whatever you have is His gift to you, that you can trust Him with it. So that it's a two-way street, that whatever your gift is, your talent, whatever it is, something that helps to make you uniquely who you are, that is a gift from Him to you. And it helps to make you who you are. And I hope that you guys understand that. Not everyone does. And one of the things that I have really enjoyed and found in my own life is when somebody discovers who they are, what they bring to the table, and what makes them unique and special as a person. So, all right. Today's book is Letter to the American Church by Eric Metaxas. Eric, I hope I got your name right. I apologize if I botched it. Guys, this was a phenomenal book. It was recommended to me by a friend of mine who's a Christian Baptist pastor, that we get to have some pretty good conversations from time to time. A man I look up to and respect quite a bit. So, guys, thank you for joining me today. If you enjoy this episode, please like and share it. Just to let you know, I am launching a newsletter, and you can sign up for it at turningtheleafs.com. That's LEAFS.com. Thanks again for joining me. This is I Will. I'm out.